players in Heart of the Swarm. And when it first came out, he and First were tearing it up. YongHwa was getting all kills in the GSTL. First was winning overseas tournaments. It was a crazy, tumultuous period for anyone that faced them. Like, they were like, oh my god, this guy, how did he get so good? Because he played the beta more than me? What I'm really excited about for this game is to see how these two players' builds differentiate from the builds that we saw earlier with, Creator playing up against Classic. Because same matchup, totally different feel. So there goes the gateways down for both players.
Yeah, I really want to see how these two Protoss play differently from the two Protoss we just saw in the last game. I mean, do you have any insight to either of these players? Like, what do they like to play in PvP?
Okay, so I'll tell you about YongHwa first. YongHwa usually plays a style somewhat similar to Creator, but he will every now and then play the aggressive build. He's actually also 2-gate proxied in televised matches, which is... saying that alone is, obviously we're not seeing that here, but just saying that alone lets you know that he will be aggressive and he will be crazy sometimes. For Stork, on the other hand, he is the much more aggressive player. In every televised match I've watched of him in StarCraft 2, he is doing an all-in or a timing, and YongHwa is not putting probes in gas at all. Okay,
there he goes.
That was to get his Cybernetics core out a little bit faster, I think. And now, yeah, with 2 and 2, that was definitely intentional, but... Anyway, Stork is the one I expect to do a build like with Classic did with the Blink Stalkers.
It really depends on how YongHwa plays then. If he's prepared and he scouts what Stork is doing, then he can probably hold it. But Stork is he's such an incredible player as well as YongHwa. But he just looking at the build already, he is going really safe. He has the 2 gateways out, whereas Stork hasn't put that second gateway down yet.
Yep, he's probably gonna tech. He's doing it the Stork way, the StarCraft 2 Stork way, and. Every time I hear... Oh, look at that. Oh, he's not going to... Is he going to hide?
I think he should hide it for a bit.
Yeah,
Stork has no idea. He's keeping that probe up there. That's going to be huge scouting information. Stork has to get this Zealot in all the corners of his base. I'm not sure if he will know, actually. He's going to send that Zealot not outside of his base, but to the front of it. He's not scouting around the little corners that are dark. He just barely got that probe in there.
And this was really bad news for Stork, who is actually doing exactly as predicted, putting the tech down, being aggressive. And I just looking at the situation we have right now, YongHwa is in a great position because he will scout this.
Yeah, he's going to scout it.
It's going to be prevented.
He has the defensive build to stop this aggression, and he's going to be in a really good position. I have to feel for Stork. He did not scout the areas of his base. He has to do that. I mean, just so sneakily sending in that late probe scout to keep it in there was a really good idea by YongHwa, actually.
Did he actually scout? I think he's still waiting. He really needs to go scout. I'm a little bit surprised he doesn't go do that right now, because this is the time. And now he's seen. I don't think he actually noticed. It was a right-click Q. I don't think he noticed, but he goes Stargate in response.
He's building a pylon in the base.
This is actually crazy, because he doesn't have a ton of attack potential, but he does have those 2 gateways, and if he can snipe somehow, some way, that Mothership core, he can do so much with this.
I mean, if he gets enough units in his base at all, I mean...
Oh, he has 3 gateways even.
Yeah, he has 3 gateways, and Stork is teching hard. He got that blink as fast as he possibly could, and I don't think he has enough units to stop this. 3 Stalkers being warped into the base.
Totally unscouted here, and YongHwa's just going to walk in. If he can get the Mothership core, that will be game. If he gets it before the Time Warp goes off, even with the Time Warp here, I think that is going to be game. He wanted to use the Photon Overcharge, but now he's got nothing. He's got Blink Research, but with no Stalkers.
He lost all of his Stalkers there. And I can't believe Stork did not scout that. That's game now with 5 Stalkers in the base, 3 gateways up.
Oracle follow-up too. I mean, you can have an Oracle at the base very, very quickly here.
And now Stork's going to try to stop this with his probes, but it's not going to be enough with an Oracle and 3 gates out. Spawning some... warping in some of those Zealots as well. GG.